Hi everyone, I am EdwardStarcraft and we are here today in Seattle, Washington at the Yoi Gaming $1,000 Seattle StarCraft 2 tournament. Thank you to the UW Information School, Information School Undergraduate Information School Undergraduate Student Associate.
Thanks for some people who allowed us to use this space in the University of Washington to play this tournament, and especially thanks for Yoi Gaming. I am MRZ, and we are here on the second match of the third and fourth place match here in this tournament.
Yeah.
And we just saw Failboat do a failed cannon rush into a failed defense on some roach pressure. And let's see what he has up his sleeve this time.
Yeah, this is the best out of 3 game, and whoever wins this will get $150 as part of the third place prize for the Yoi Gaming tournament. Now, Failboat, he is in Masters, and you know when he actually he tried to help me a bit in my game before, and he was telling me that he really liked 15 Nexus or Forge Fast Expanding against Zerg players. And you know, here I haven't seen that just yet, but here I think he may be going for a Forge Fast Expand. Nope, just going for a regular Gateway. I guess the main thing is, you know, if you go for a 15 Nexus or a very aggressive economic build like that, then, you know, you want to make sure that your Zerg opponent is going for a 15 hatchery as well. But no, SalForeplay, he is probably very concerned about any sort of cheese, so he is going to be actually getting his production structures up a little bit earlier so he can fend off against, like, you know, if there's proxy 2 gates or if another cannon rush is coming by, he can fend off against that. Now Failboat, he's walling off over here, but I have to say his wall off, not quite the best. Usually what you want to do, you want to put your gateway
a little off.
Yeah, a little off.
Yeah.
So there's a corridor over here because now when Failboat walls off with his cybernetics core, there's going to be only one space where he can put a unit to, you know, stop the run by of, you know, Zerglings or whatnot, instead of like 3 or 4 spaces.
Yeah.
And now, but I mean, I'm just kind of nitpicking.
Small details,
yeah.
But they can really turn around and bite you in the back. Now, I have to say, you know, Failboat, so far, he's been telling you lie after lie, man. I mean, in Kawhi Rice's game, he said, oh, I'm going to play a macro game. Last time I checked, macro did not include 4-gate Stargate. So, and then in this game, he's like, oh, you know, I like Nexus first. I like Forge Fast Expand. A Fast Expand does not include a cannon rush most times, I feel.
I remember I was laddering on the stream, and I'm like, you know, he's like, yeah, 15 Nexus, it works every single time. And I'm like, you know, I get cheese a lot. And he's like, no, it will work. And I have 15 Nexus, and I get like 1 base, like, Speedling all in or something like that. And that was even blind. No, actually it was like quick Nidus Canal, and he got like 2 gases, like, before he even scouted me, which was really weird.
Yeah.
And
well, going back to this game, it looks like a sentry is out, so this is pretty indicative of a sentry expand. At least you would think, if he wasn't getting that stalker out there. Failboat, man. Yeah,
you know, sometimes a 3-gate expand does include a stalker in the build. I mean, it really depends on your preference, and it's a very flexible build. But you know, I think Failboat is going to be going for a 3-gateway expansion, which you get 3 gateways. You pump out a lot of sentries with the early gas that you get off of 2 assimilators, and then with that you can hold off any sort of onslaughts from a Zerg opponent pretty easily with just enough sentries.
Failboat's cutting probes right now. I don't know why he's doing that. He might want to be going for some 2-gas 4-gate, but it really just doesn't make sense. There's no reason why he shouldn't be making probes right now. And the Overlord runs in and sees 3 gateways there, and you know, the Zerg player is going to be feeling pretty comfortable. Seeing a 3-gate, that's going to make you.
Oh, he's going for a Twilight Council right now.
I think that's going to be a Blink Rush, actually.
Yeah, I think
feel like
it is
going to be a
Blink
Blink
Stalkers.
Rush. Somebody here voted DTs. If he is right, you win the honorary I got it right badge that I don't have on hand, so that will be mailed to you at an unspecified date.
You know, I'm really excited to see Failboat's Stalker micro here. You know, no puns forthcoming, but we might be able to play on his name yet again.
Yeah. You know, my question is, I think that's the proxy pylon up at the north side. Can you go and check that? It looks like he might want to build one pretty soon. That proxy pylon is very important for any early push. as a Protoss player. You know, you really want to be able to reinforce your units as soon as you can. It's so important to have that warp gate be in your advantage, and it looks like Blink is being chrono boosted out, so you do not get the badge, good sir, in the back. But you know, regardless, this Blink Stalker push is happening right now, and a lot of Stalkers are about to be warped in here.
Yep, there goes the proxy pylon for Failboat. He should be able to warp in, and you know, that's actually a very
he's gonna wall off his base too.
Ooh,
so he just wants to really kill his opponent here, and you know, we thought he was gonna go for a 3-gate expand at first. Yep. No, why would we ever think Failboat would expand?
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the thing about this. I mean, and you know, Sal.
Oh, and he's gonna suspect something. See that pylon there, man.
He's going to suspect that. Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at his vision quickly. He didn't see the 3rd gateway, but you know, here's the thing. Like, we couldn't even tell if he was 3-gate expanding or not. Think of how difficult it will be.
Yeah, but
for
now certainly something's gonna be.
Take a look at what's going on right now. We see Burrow
tunneling,
and then we tunneling clouds.
Very
so Burrow,
good choice by SalForeplay.
It's going to allow you know, SalForeplay's units to hide.
And regenerate.
And regenerate. Yep. And the thing is, with this sort of push,
don't get supply blocked. Oh my God, this is the worst time to get supply blocked for SalForeplay.
With this push, though, you know, Failboat, he's not going to have any sort of detection, and you know, even though it's like, oh yeah, I just saw you dig a hole right there, but it's like,
oh, Blink, come on, use your Blink.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, and here comes a push, and there we go. Exactly what EdwardStarcraft was talking about. That Roach is just burrowed, and he is completely safe. The force fields will not matter. I do not know why SalForeplay is throwing his drones in there, as they will literally do 0 in this fight here. But it looks like the Stalker amount is quite high, and a lot of Zerglings are being made by SalForeplay, and I like that choice. He needs to save his expansion before it gets too low. He needs to unburrow his Roaches down. That will push the Stalkers back, and this is going to be a really intense situation. I really would like to see Spine Crawlers going down right now.
Yeah, so here, Failboat, his Blink Micro was actually pretty good if you were watching earlier. So I think, you know, if he can snipe this expansion, he'll do a decent amount of damage, but right now he's just blinking back. And the problem with going through this narrow corridor is, you know, the vision blocker really over here. Yeah, it's very hard to see what, you know, if Failboat can't see past this little, little brush, and that makes it very hard to do damage while retreating. Usually with Blink, you want to do damage while retreating. You know, you're like, you just ran all the way to my units, and then suddenly I'm far away again. So now Failboat, it looks like he's retreating with his units, destroying this wall, and planning to expand.
Oh my goodness, I really don't like this, because what's gonna happen when these roaches come and knocking at your door? You don't got no shotgun ready. You only got some stalkers that can be like Santa Claus and teleport.
I don't know. I think Failboat is in a decent position though. If those roaches do decide to come back, because he does have the advantage of reinforcements and also Blink. But now it looks like Sal perhaps moving
going for a timing push. I mean, why not? You got that burrow, you got the burrow move, but it looks like an observer is going to be out just in time. So Failboat knows what's coming. He hasn't dropped the ball just yet. No fail so far. So sorry, folks. But I would like to see SalForeplay expand behind this push. Because, I mean, there's no reason why you have to be so super all-in. In fact, I would like to see him make a bunch of drones right now.
I don't know. 2-base Roach all-ins are very, very powerful against Protoss. It's just
but there's the observer there. And he's going to get alerted about that immediately. Oh, and loses 2 Roaches even before any damage is done in this Blink Micro. Oh, I don't know about this for SalForeplay, man. The Blink Micro is too good for Failboat, but a lot of Stalkers in a bad choke, and blinking forward, and guess what? Slow Roaches, you're committed, bro. You're committed, and the Overseer goes down needlessly because there was no anti-air units for SalForeplay anyways, and leading him into the choke once again, and just blinking around, doing great micro. And once again, Failboat has that defender's advantage. The reinforcing positions are so long for the Zerg player, especially when he does not have speed. And another blink. He's losing so many roaches. It's so cost effective. There's no damage being done by SalForeplay just yet, and he is in a terrible position now.
Yep, I mean, I think with those roaches, he should have just tried to sacrifice them and do as much damage as he could, since he got a lot of these stalkers into yellow. If he actually focus fired these stalkers, he would have done a lot of damage to the stalkers and reduced the numbers by a lot. And you know, I don't know.
That is rough. Oh, and the Immortal is there, ready to dish out some pain. The Immortal is ready, but he's so fat he just can't get past the stalkers. The Immortals are.
Or the stalkers are so fat that the Immortal can't.
Well, they're all fat. Protoss players are just fat. And
yeah, well, let's
I don't know why he keeps making the Overseer. How does he expect to snipe the Observer? But that's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have any anti-air, but now these roaches coming in to the stalkers. The stalkers blink away. But you know those roaches, once you have roach speed, they catch up with stalkers pretty quickly.
Now, okay, Ed. Okay, here's an important part. How much do you want to bet Failboat did not make workers during that push?
I don't know.
It looks like he's making one right now.
$150?
Dude, he's only got 29 workers. What are you doing? That is like the plague of the tournament today. We have seen players continuously do these big timing pushes, but not make workers back at home. I mean, there's no reason why you need to be so all in.
Yeah, I mean, workers, they take like 17 seconds to make, and they pay for themselves in about 50 seconds. And remember, that's 50 in-game seconds. In-game seconds are faster, right? So that's like 30 actual seconds.
Yeah,
so it's like
very fast, and you know, it just makes your eventual push so much stronger, and having a long-term plan is always more beneficial than that short-term plan. And here comes a Link run by, or not. They're just gonna run into the stalkers and a little bit of lag, but that's okay. The Blink stalkers are feeling just fine today as their friends have joined up with them, holding hands, killing Zerglings, being very happy here. And SalForeplay has only spent Larva on making units. He needs to go for a big timing push. It looks like he's going to be waiting for those infestors to come in to use that fungal growth. And once he gets the fungal off on the stalkers, they cannot blink anymore. They are held in position.
He was trying to blink too, but you can't blink into the chasm.
I don't know if you guys
there's an internal safety measure in the it's advanced technology. You can't.
Have you watched the Day9 Daily where they were doing like the blink stalker thing, and Day9 was like watching the guy trying to blink across this chasm in Lost Temple?
No.
It was really embarrassing. But that's okay. Not quite as embarrassing as Failboat wasn't quite as embarrassing as that situation. But now only is SalForeplay getting a third. But where are your drones? You really need those drones now. 5 infestors coming out, and this is going to be his. Look at that! Not even enough drones to fill the mineral patches at his expansion. And you really want to be playing for economy right now. I mean, it's been so long since there's been an aggressive move. You certainly could have gotten away with a few workers there.
Yeah, you know, the thing about these infestors as well is that they will allow the roaches to get a very nice concave on and nice move.
Okay, he pulls back. Here comes the fungal. Okay, good. He needs more. And there's just so many units, and that fungal was nice, but you need really to wait for.
I don't know. I think these roaches will win. I think they'll win.
He's got the double immortals plus a blink. I mean, this is going to be so cost ineffective for the roaches, but here comes the infestor. The reinforcing position for the Zerg player might help him win this, but no, it looks like all the roaches are dead, and guess what? Infestor is getting blunk upon. Not going to be very good, and it looks like the third will get denied, and that is going to put the Zerg player in a really, really poor position.
Yep, it looks like Sal is trying to make a lot of Zerglings right now, trying to make sure that he can just destroy all of these stalkers, because, you know, if your opponent loses all of these units, and look at how low on health Failboat is, I mean, then it is actually a pretty bad position for Failboat, since, you know, Zerglings can get into his base, and, you know, Zerg can just replenish their army a lot faster than Protoss players.
Yeah, we see the Colossi coming out now, and this is a big timing push. Now, Failboat, SalForeplay rather, nice surround on the Immortal. Now, SalForeplay committed a lot of time and resources into building all those roaches, and here comes a nice fungal growth. The Zerglings get a good amount of surface area, and more fungal growth going down. These stalkers really need to blink out into a better position and start target firing, and it looks like Foreplay types out good game, and that is going to turn this series into 1-1.
Yep, congratulations to Failboat for taking this game.
The Failboat fans are pleased. That guy is probably looking for tape.